so today we learned some cool stuff about Pascal's triangle. So question one is just fill in the missing pieces. Remember that each row ends in a 1 and begins in a 1. And then in order to get the digit below it, you have to add the 2 that are closest to it in the row above it. So 1 plus 2 would make 3. And then in order to get this one, 1 plus 3 would make 4. And then for the last row, you know that this is a 1 and this is a 1. It's the 6th row, so these are both 6s. It is symmetrical. And so to add 5 and 10, we would get 15 for that. 10 and 10 would get 20 for that. And 10 and 5 would be 15 for that. Again, symmetrical. All right, so to expand, we are going to use Pascal's triangle. And you also have to remember that you decrease the A exponent while you're increasing the B exponent. So in this particular one, we know that it's going to be the 2nd row, so it's going to be 1, 2, 1. And then our A value is x, that's the first term in the parentheses. Our B value is 3, that's the 2nd term in the parentheses. And remember that it's going to be 1a squared, because it's the 2nd row, plus 2ab. We go down on the a's and we start on the b's. So there were no b's in the first one, now it's b to the first, and then it'll be b to the 2nd, and then again it would be a 1 in front of there, okay? So we are going to just fill in the a with an x and fill in the b with a 3. So this is going to be 1 times x squared plus 2 times x, that's what the a value is, and the b value is 3, plus 1 times 3 squared, okay? So now it's going to be, when we simplify, that's going to be x squared plus 6x plus 9. 3 times 3 is 9 times 1. Okay, so this would be our final expansion. The next one is the 4th row, because it's x to the 4th power. So it's going to be 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. That's the 4th row of Pascal's triangle. And then our a value is going to be x. Our b value is going to be -3. And remember that we start with a to the 4th and we work down. So we go a to the 3rd and then pick up a b. And then we go a to the 2nd and do b to the 2nd, because the a's are decreasing while the b's are increasing. And then we would go a to the, this would be a to the 1st power, b to the 3rd power, and then the last one would be b to the 4th. Okay? So we're going to follow that pattern, but we're going to use the a and the b that we have in this problem. So it's going to be 1, and then a is x to the 4th power, plus 4, got to use the coefficient from Pascal's triangle, times x to the 3rd, outside the parentheses, times -3, that's our b value, plus 6 times x squared, and then -3 squared, plus 4 times x to the 1st power, times -3 to the 3rd power, and then plus -3, if you use in parentheses so that you get the right answer, to the 4th power. So now we have to simplify that. So this becomes x to the 4th. Now here's where you're going to need to do some mental math or use a calculator or whatever. 4 times -3 is -12, and then you have x to the 3rd. Over here you have -3 squared, which is 9, times 6, which is 54, x squared. And then over here you've got -3 to the 3rd, that's -3 times -3 times -3, which is -27, times 4 is -108x. And then you've got -3 to the 4th, which is a +81. Remember that anything to an even power has to be positive anything, any number to an even number or an even exponent has to be positive, even the negative ones. Because 4 negatives would make a positive, 6 negatives would make a positive, 2 negatives would make a positive, and so forth. All right, for the last one, we have A is equal to 2x, and we have B is equal to 4. It's the third row, so we're going to be doing 1, 3, 3, 1. And then this is going to be A to the third. This will be A squared B. Okay, this would be A, B squared, and then B to the third. Okay, so if we put our pieces in the puzzle, we're going to have 2x, that's A to the third power, plus, and there should be a 1 here, I'm not writing it, 3 times 2x to the second power times 4 plus 3 times 2x times 4 squared plus 1, which I'm not going to write, 4 to the third power. All right, so now you have to do a little bit of math in your head. Okay, so this becomes 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2. That's 8x to the third. 2 squared here is 4, times 3 is 12, times 4 is 48. So this becomes 48x squared. Because you have the 2x which raised to the second power, that becomes x to the second. In the next term, you've got 4 squared, which is 16, times 2, which is 32, times 3, which is 96x. And then 4 to the third is 64.